Hello everyone, BigDots here and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to look at a Solia's Gambit plus 21 I did earlier as a Protection Paladin. And we're just going to talk about how the run is going, things that I pay attention to, where you can maybe pay attention to and stuff like that. So for this week it's bolstering and quaking, so it's very important on the opening pull, which I asked for Lust, that you pull it a little bit to the side so you don't pull the giant that's walking over there. Because that's quite dangerous. Furthermore, some of these like Murkbrine Shore Runners, the shorter version, smaller Murlocs, do not actually bolster, so it's not that bad. But still pay attention to not pulling packs later on, but that's of course how bolstering works. For the cost that you need to pay attention to, Invigorating Fish Sticks, that's more or less the only one to really pay attention to. It's at least one of the most dangerous ones there is. In this run I'm also running with Final Stand. I haven't been playing in a couple of days. I had relatives on well, not vacation. How do you say that? I had relatives over for a couple of days. So I didn't really play anything. So yeah. For this pull, I'm getting a bit antsy. We got it a little bit bolstered. I could have walked away. The binding shot and from the hunter was really great. I decided to move in so I could keep doing DPS and not risk dying too quickly. So yeah, and here we finish this pull. And then we can go on to the next pull. So if this is something that you guys like, then consider leaving a like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton. I really enjoy making these videos, and if you have feedback for me, things I'm doing right, things that I'm maybe doing wrong, then by all means please let me know in the comment sections below. So for this pull, I decided to pull those shore runners with it, and I see that the Invigorating Fish Sticks is over there. So I dragged the group over because it's quite a large area where it heals the mobs, so you rather just walk in and just kill them. Also, and this is I think important, if you watch multiple of my videos and you see some of the runs that I do, then you also know, oh, before I talk about that, I chose to pull this pack, and my count is off, by the way. My route is definitely off in this run, but I chose to pull this because I saw the giant guy moving over, and I didn't want to pull him with that pack or anything, so that's why I chose to pull that pack to get some count and then let the giant pass. But what I wanted to say is, I don't know, I forgot. I don't know, what was I going to say? I legit do not know. Oh, I do know. What if you watch multiple of my videos, you see sometimes runs go smoother and not so smooth, stuff like that. I want you guys to look at this group, look at everything everyone's doing, and at the end of the video, or maybe you've already seen it, put in the comment section what you think is the reason why this run is going so smoothly. And yeah, I really want to know that. If you say damage, then I will personally find you and smack you in the head. No, I won't. But damage is not the answer to this question. So let me know at the end of the video or in the comments what you think is the reason this group goes so smoothly. And further, I know I'm not it as well. So it's not damage and it's not me. Now here we invis skip. I am waiting for my Divine Steed to come off cooldown. I see that it only takes 4 seconds because this is quite a long run, and for some reason normal walking never really make it. So yeah, I just wait for my Divine Steed. And now all we need to do is res, but the priest is already resing, and for some reason I can't res. He's out of my line of sight. Well, he's laying in front of me, but yeah, it's no problem. And now onto Hillbrand. This boss, I think Blizzard really nailed. I love it. You kind of need an add-on, and people need to learn how to do this fight, but I think this fight is very well put up. I like the mechanic. I like how everyone has a role in it. Everyone needs to do something. I should have face tanked him earlier. And these Vault Purifiers, I do not know why, but for some reason they really never like start off that you can grab aggro on them. You really need to give them some time to grab aggro. So I go to the console and I got this add-on, or weak aura. No, it's add-on, I think. Yeah, it's an add-on. And then everyone knows where to run and can quickly do this. Sometimes you have a run where it takes some time. This is going quite smoothly. So yeah. And now I keep face tanking him here, so when he does his like cleave thing, he's not like aiming it towards someone else, getting people into problems, because that's really just not necessary. So I try to rotate cooldowns. Now I got my Ardent Defender up just to keep it up nice and quickly. And here I try to grab those two again, hold the aggro on them. For the Empower defense, use your stuns to make sure that the cost won't go through. Easy peasy. And we continue on fighting this guy. So how are your runs going? This is my first run in like a couple of days, but how is the run going for you guys this week? Because bolstering on a mob week is quite dangerous, combined with, well, quaking is not really dangerous in my opinion, but yeah. And we didn't get him in one cycle, so we do this again. We run to the platform and we click the right colors, and we just announce. And everyone can go and run to the right place. Now, as you can see in the bottom right corner at the moment, our Warlock has a 46k overall, but that is without this fight, of course. And we are soon going to the next pool, and the next pool is, I think, really dangerous. There is one mechanic which the mobs just, yeah, they hit like a truck on me as a tank. So I always try and hold my cooldowns. If I don't need them in this fight, I try to hold my cooldowns so that I can use them for this pool. And this is something that I also type towards the group to try burst these mobs down. Because these burly deckhands, they do a cast in which they just do a massive slam or hit like, I don't know how to call it. So yeah. Also those Tide Sages, there it was, the Haymaker cast. The Haymaker cast just really hits like a truck. So I first start off with Kings, and I survived that nice and easy. And then after my Kings was done, I went to Bubble Taunt. After my Bubble Taunt was gone, the Hunter used his Binding Shot. Binding Shot made sure that I could run away and not have to face tank this group. So I'm very pleased with that. There was a Haymaker again. I made sure to move out of the range of it because it just hits like a truck, and especially now bolstered 3 times. I think you will see it here. Like, here goes the Haymakers, and you could see my health dropped to half. I healed and it dropped to half again. So if I didn't have my Word of Glory in between, that would have been really, really dangerous. So here I make a positioning mistake. And another one, what I should have done is thrown my Avenger Shield towards the Tide Sage. Because the Tide Sage has a cast, the Brackish Bolt cast, as you could see right there. The Brackish Bolt cast really hurts a lot. Don't underestimate it. You have the Tidal Burst, which for some reason I tend to usually kick, and I don't know why. But you always, the Tidal Burst is really not that dangerous. Because you can move out of it. It's just a blue circle on the ground. Just freaking move out of it, right? But the Brackish Bolt, that one really hits like a truck. So again, Hunter does Binding Shot. I make sure to move out of it. I have no cooldowns up. I have nothing for any defensive purposes at all. So I decide to make some room, make sure that I give the healer some time to heal me up, and also I play it safe just a little bit. So we're not gonna pull the next pack until I finished off this one, and now we go on to the next one. Again, there's 2 tide stages, and what I should be doing is making sure that I throw my it's not Avenger Shield, it's my Covenant ability. I should aim it towards the mages, so it keeps throwing a shield to the mage over and over again. And I should try to kick as many Brackish Bolts as I can. And Tidal Burst, yeah, if you have the time to do that, just do that. Otherwise, kick the Brackish Bolt. Okay. Now, this pack is going down nice and quickly. I think someone used the cooldown for this, I don't know. It's just getting bursted down quite nicely. We did 13.5k in that fight as well. Here I should have just backed up a little bit more into the corner, like I'm doing now. I should have done that right off the start, but no problem. Make sure to taunt right there. And now we just wait for Infinite Breath to go off, and then we move out. And that's like a more rinse and repeat. Now here I make the mistake of not moving out soon enough, because yeah, the healer died and I was not paying attention. So then you get knocked away and then get knocked away a second time. I also asked for Lust, but we're not getting that for some reason. And here I was too late again, so double knockback. And now the Time Captain Hooktail is in a bit of an awkward position. But luckily the group manages to do just fine and still keep up their DPS. But we should be using our, how do you say that? Our Bloodlust in this fight, in my opinion. So I should really reposition this guy, but there's not that many ads, so I'm just gonna turn it in a way that we clear some ads, and then I stun one. So for the next one, he's kind of grouped up with even more ads if necessary. So here we have it. And now we just move through the fire. Not that great of an idea. Luckily the positioning on this group is really good, because as you can see, they stayed out of the hook's range. So they did that very well. And yeah, we have a nice ring there to keep people safe. And this way we can easily Infinite Breath. For some reason, one of the brutes didn't get hit. I don't know why. But yeah, we clear him out nice and quickly. And now on to the next area. So we did not get enough count. And for the next season, we need, can kill certain mobs, which gives us either mastery or versatility, haste or crit. So next season we should not be doing what I did wrong here. This was a genuine mistake, because I just forgot to do the proper amount of count. But next season you want as much one secondary stat before the next pull or before the last boss, because this is mostly the hardest. So yeah, don't make that mistake like I did. Now on this one, here, keep your stun and your kick for the important cost. There are 2. One is the Unstable Rift. If it goes off, it will wipe your group. And the second one is Reinvigorate. As you can see there, I used my Avenger Shield on one, I used my my Interrupt on the other one, and I used my stun on the third one. And that's all because we want to prevent from any of those costs going through, because they hit just so damn hard. Or not hit hard, well, one hits hard and the other one just really, yeah, it's all kind of, you are doing it for nothing if you let that go through the entire time. So yeah, the Hyperlight Bolts, fine if you cast or kick it, but yeah, you need to really make sure that you kick other casts as well. So our monk decided to just go for an and do like 90k DPS right there on a 5-pack mob. I do not know how. Monks are crazy. I don't know why most of the monks that I play with just are not that good, but this guy just decided, nah, this pack needs to die. I'll just make sure it does. So I took a little damage, Ardent Defender up, keep it nice and safe, and that way we can go through this pool nice and quickly. Reinvigorate, make sure to throw your Avenger Shield. I do not know why it didn't work, but it's fine. And also, again, you see these calls being kicked and kicked and kicked. And I hope by now that you understand why I think this group is so good. Why I think that if you have a group like this, you can do a lot higher keys than you normally would. But if you are maybe a hunter, like the other class that I play, and most of you guys know me from that. So this hunter does a lot of things right in this group, which I think that even if you are watching this video like, yeah, I'm watching it for Paladin gameplay, you can do that as a Retribution or Hunter spec as well. So, yeah. Now, another Wandering Pulsar. This is a little bit dicey, because we have Solea there. Luckily, it's not moving towards her. Otherwise, we should have combined these two, because you can't let this guy live. That's just simply too dangerous, so you have to pull him mid-fight. And I don't want to pull these two together. We could have done that, I think. The damage of this group was high enough. But I prefer to play it safe. We have so much time in this run, so yeah. And now we just go and clear this Starseer to go to the next boss. And then grab the last bit of count. Sadly, again, a Wandering Pulsar calls right before the end, but yeah. Don't finish off the other, always finish off the Pulsar first. That's really important. Sorry. Now, here my brain goes a little bit AFK, because I've saw something very cool, and you will see shortly. It is really nice, but it just did not work out in this very instant. Shortly it will work, but I made a mistake here. And the reason why I'm standing here, as you will see shortly, is because Solea, when she summons her guards, they will all be summoned here, in which you can effectively just cleave the living shit out of them. That was the plan. But first off, I was a little bit slow, because the how do you say, the relic spawned. There you have it. Secondly, I forgot that it was quaking. And we are in a bit of a narrow space, and I forgot quaking altogether, and that was just really dumb. So yeah, was not that great of an idea for me. But besides that, if it's not quaking and you are really quick, then your first set of ads can already be spawned here. And that is really nice. So yeah. And now we just wait. And for some reason I do not see an arrow. So I just stand there. And now I see some tanks tank Solea in the middle. I do not like that. I prefer it for us to just stand to one side, because now everything can explode and you have plenty of time to see it coming and dodge a little bit sideways. Left, right, doesn't matter. You can easily dodge it. But I see some tanks just tank it in the middle, and then it's so much more difficult for your group to dodge things, especially in boss week. It's mob week now, so now it's fine. But especially during boss week, where you get like hit like a truck, that's not good. So there's also one right next to us. That's why I decided to move. And I didn't see any ground abilities really, so I thought it was safe to move away. And now we all take place. I have a movement speed ability, so it's easy for me to get back and get a further one. Now, I was standing here, decided to just tank it like a little bit more back. Also took a lot of damage there, so Ardent Defender is up. And I still have my Bubble Taunt ready for when I get hit by a certain mechanic maybe. Maybe I do not dodge in time, you know, stuff like that. I can maybe save the day. So yeah. What I should be doing here is, I see the priest like walking into that pulsing thing. So what I should be doing is maybe give the priest a Hand of Sacrifice to keep him safe. I do not do that. I should have been more on my game right there, but it's fine. So now we cleared this. We do not want this pulsar guy. We rather just burst down all the Marlocks because we have a lot of AoE damage with our Warlock, our Hunter, and our Windwalker Monk. So yeah. There I pulled with my taunt and not with my shield because I saw the giant guy walking by and I did not want to grab him and pull him on top of this. So yeah, these little guys, it's fine. Grab them in. If they bolster a bit, they're not that terrible, not that scary. So yeah, that's fine. And they get blasted. I still decide to do a Bubble Taunt to prevent any shenanigans to happen. And now I just look for some more counts. Now, we find it, easy peasy. We grab this and we blow this back up. And that's the run. I had this key on a +16 the last time I played it. And now a +21. So it was a nice IO increase for me, which is nice, which I'm very happy with. And we clear it nice and quickly. So +18 score. And I really enjoyed this run. So what did you guys think was the reason why this run went so smooth? Of course, we had a lot of damage, but I think that is not the main reason why this run went so smooth. I think it went smooth because everyone from the group, like every party member, the Hunter with his binding shot, the priest with his fears, the monk with his ring and AoE stun, the warlock with his stun, it was so easy that so many of the dangerous abilities were being stunned, interrupted, that it made the run go so smoothly. So if you're maybe new to the game and you watch this video because you want to learn tanking, but you decide to go Retribution as well, or maybe another spec, it doesn't matter really. Maybe you are a veteran player and you only have the mindset of if I kill it fast enough but I never press my interrupt, I should be fine as well. Please learn from this run and please learn to use your interrupts, your stuns, your everything. Please use your kits to the fullest. It really helps out the run and makes it so much smoother. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching again. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you watch till the end, then leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell notification thingy if you want to. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.